When he was a child, a small piece of candy was enough to make Ethan happy all day. But as he grew up, the candy stayed sweet, while life turned bitter. The pressures of work, endless bills, and the weight of expectations piled up until even breathing felt heavy. One exhausting night, staring at his ceiling, Ethan whispered to himself, "What's the point of living if everything just ends in death anyway?" Feeling restless, he opened a philosophy channel he often watched. The latest video told a story, a simple, strange, and unexpectedly powerful story about a young pig who found a very small escape. On a farm in Iowa, a piglet named Milo lived a carefree life. He had warm food, soft hay, and parents who adored him. But his world shattered the day he overheard the farmers talking about processing day, the day pigs were taken away and never returned. Terrified, Milo ran to his mother. "Why should I be happy today?" he cried. "If tomorrow I might die." His mother nuzzled him gently. "Because the joy you feel today is real," she said. "Don't let tomorrow steal it." Her words calmed him, but only for a little while. One morning, Milo discovered a tiny crack in the wooden fence. It was too small for him to squeeze through, but that tiny gap became his hope. He started training. He skipped meals to get thinner. He ran in circles to build stamina. He practiced squeezing through narrow spaces. Every day was painful, but he never gave up. Finally, at sunrise one morning, he slipped through the gap and ran into the nearby woods. He gasped with pride. "I saved myself." But that was only the beginning. Life in the forest was brutal. The wild boars were faster, stronger, and armed with sharp tusks. Former farm pigs like Milo were seen as weak, inferior outsiders. But Milo refused to stay at the bottom. He trained relentlessly, charging into tree trunks, sharpening his bite, building his strength and speed. Eventually, he grew powerful enough to challenge the leader of the boars. The fight was fierce, but Milo won. As the old leader collapsed, he whispered, finally, "Freedom. Now the burden is yours." Those words chilled Milo to the core. Now the leader, Milo roamed the mountains proudly, until he reached a clearing and saw a large wooden sign, Wildland Boar Training Facility, a human project. His heart stopped. Everything. It had all been planned. Farm pigs escaped through accidental gaps. They trained themselves in the forest. They became stronger, wilder, and then humans sold them at a higher price. His suffering, his battles, his pride was all just part of someone else's design. Broken, Milo returned to his herd and spoke. "Live fully each day," he said. "Don't let others decide your worth." The video ended. Ethan sat in silence for a long time. He saw himself in Milo, working because society expected it, running endlessly after other people's standards, trying so hard to be good enough, only to feel exhausted from a life he didn't even choose. He had a sudden realization. Nobody cares about us as much as we think. Even funerals are just gatherings that people forget the next day. Meaning isn't something you search for. Meaning is something you create. It's like a fish swimming through the ocean asking, "Where is the sea?" He started asking himself new questions. Am I living for myself or for the eyes of others? Am I truly alive, or am I just trying not to fall behind? What if the constant search for meaning is the very thing that steals the joy of living? He remembered an old parable about three visitors: wealth, success, and health. A poor family chose to invite health inside, and the other two followed right behind. Without health, neither wealth nor success matters. From that night on, Ethan changed. He rested when he was tired. He cried when he was sad. He smiled when he was happy. He stopped chasing perfection, stopped living for approval, and stopped desperately searching for some grand purpose. He finally understood. Life is an open field. There are no tracks, no rules, no preset meaning. Where you walk becomes your path. How you live becomes your meaning. And the small escape everyone searches for, it was never outside the fence. It was inside us all along. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content that explores the deeper questions of life. Take care.